Detroit, 1901. Before the Model T, before the wars, the entire auto industry burned to the ground in a single afternoon. A massive fire destroyed the Olds Motor Works. The blueprints, gone. The prototypes, melted into puddles of steel. Only one car survived. A worker pushed a single, curved dash runabout out of the flames just before the roof collapsed. The owner, Ransom E. Olds, stood in the ashes. He didn't have a factory anymore. He just had one car, and he had to rebuild everything from memory. This disaster forced him to do something radical. He didn't have time to build cars by hand anymore. He needed speed. History books will tell you Henry Ford invented the assembly line in 1913. That is a lie. Ransom Olds invented it in 1901, 12 years before Ford turned on his conveyor belt. He put the cars on stands and made the men move like clockwork. But he had a problem. He couldn't build the engines fast enough. So he hired two young machinists from a small shop down the street. Their names? John and Horace Dodge. That's right. Before they built Ford's empire, they were on Ransom Olds' payroll. He was the one who discovered them. With the Dodge brothers on the engines and the assembly line running, Olds became the first man in history to mass produce the automobile. He was the king of Detroit. But then, the suits came in. The investors didn't like his methods. They wanted control. In 1904, they forced him out of his own company. Imagine being fired from the company that bears your own name. But you can't kill a mechanic's spirit. He couldn't use the name Oldsmobile anymore, so he used his initials, R-E-O. He built the legendary Speedwagon, the grandfather of every pickup truck on the road today. Henry Ford got the fame. The Dodge brothers got the money. But Ransom E. Olds? He wrote the manual they all read. He was the teacher. The others were just the students.